Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from Denver. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Got ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Ready, ready.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Get it.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's a cut for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
60 average. 60.
Looking to throw here. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut out left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They're going to throw for it on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
18. That's it. Hey, south.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
To the air on 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Jump off, caught by his back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be third and very short.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here's the give on third and short. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
Got it. Ready?
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on fourth down.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun now, first round. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down.
Here we go. 18.
Third and long for him here. Caught by Collins on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 17 yards.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He couldn't do it right there.
On 18. That's it. Hey!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. 18. What's that?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This gets the 1st and more. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
2J.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that 1st down marker.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
18.
Back-to-back carries here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
All right.
Motion man sent left. They go play action with Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
One after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Broncos nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10.
Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 18.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Ready.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
Ready.
Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ready.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Catch.
Throw here, third down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Smith has the INT. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I think it looked like that was actually the primary read on the play, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Kate, I don't think there's any question about it. You know, the college game is a game of scheme. The NFL game is a game of matchups. And that was a matchup that they wanted and worked on all week to get their running back in a one-on-one. The problem was the defense was ready for it and took it away.
Has him running the comeback. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 20-zip lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in the half. More from Mile High in just a moment.
Okay, ready?
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jalen Smith getting there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half.
Touchdown, Broncos.
There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Now Brown on to send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now they send their back in motion right. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Collins got it left side. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Houston.
18. Let's go.
1st down, Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the goal line. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Panther and left, let's go.
They'll throw it. Lead it to his running back. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Sticking to the air here. Hits his running back. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Brown on to send it away. No to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The half's going to begin with a mix and run. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brandon Jones after the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To the air, Stroud. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Motioning left is their running back. Here he goes, third and long. Got his man, this is Noel. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
46. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Already.
Here's Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
No more. 18.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20.
Got it. Ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Working now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Rowe finding his back, Mixon. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
All right.
Stroud off of play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18. That's it.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Shotgun now for Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Broncos 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11. 18 Pioneer.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. First and 10 from the 32.
60 Maverick. Go.
They're throwing it. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Finds his back complete. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Texans closing in, and they get to it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the send.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that